All right, we've got some great videos lined up on this set. We're going to start off with a long series of shots from the preserve camera. And you just saw those two deer darting in there, those two does. And out they go again. That is awesome. There is just a load of deer and other animal footage. Look at these turkeys just kind of walking in and out of there. We over a period of about 2.5 weeks, we got some serious rain. So you can see right now it's only just lightly wet, but on some of these videos, it's an absolute lake back there. It's just loaded with water. So yeah, these turkeys look great. All right, on this shot, yeah, it's just a couple of deer walking out. Water levels are increasing a bit. We just got some great deer shots on this camera. It just really did a great job on this 2 week cycle. Looks like one deer is kind of cleaning the other there. Very cute. You can also see all the way to the front of the property on this camera angle. It's beautiful. It's a heck of a long shot. Just came shooting out of there. That was great. This is a good sunrise shot. I thought the sunlight was pretty off that water there. It was a nice reflection. A whole bunch of them out here coming back and after feeding in the morning. Who knows? Could have been out there all night. But that one doe seems to be locked on, like she knows the camera's there, looking at it. All right, we got a big buck coming out there. That's a beauty. The 8 point, 7 point, and 6 point are on this series, so it's great. They all are hanging out there and have obviously not fallen to any hunters this season. Another big boy there. I think that's the 7 pointer. Or the 8. It's hard to tell. Cautious mom and fawns coming back into the preserve. That was really nice of them to stand right in front of the camera like that. Another big boy. I think that's the 7-pointer. The 8-pointer, his interior tines on the inside of his antlers there are closer together and much longer. So that's, I think that's 7-pointer. Looking good. Again, very nice of him just to stand there for us to enjoy that shot. Just after dark, heading out for the evening. You're so alert out there, just looking and listening. Just a bunch of them returning now after being out. They come back into the preserve as warily as they come out of it. It's great. You can see a deer way out there in the field as well, still eating. All right, that's 8-pointer. You can tell that those center tines are just really long and close together. He's a good-looking deer, big buck. And the weather turned nasty, as you can see, and that water is really getting up back there. A great shot. I'll just run around playing. That's a good sign they're comfortable back there. That's great. He just took off out in the field. Alright, I think this is 6-pointer. He's doing good. Haven't seen him in a while. Yeah, I think that was 7 or 8. Couldn't tell. It was a quick shot. Yeah, that's 8-point. That's 8-pointer. He's looking great. Normally don't see him during the daytime. That's fantastic. So just kind of a cute shot. The fawns are still way out in the meadow out there, taking their leisurely time coming back into the preserve. Also on this series of shots, the day is correct, the month is off, and the year is off, and the time is correct. I don't know how the hell that happened, but I'll fix it. So this back here, this preserve camera, is basically just a deer superhighway back here. This is where they come and go. And there's got to be some high ground back in there that they're laying up in because it is pretty wet back there. That, of course, is my dogs. And we're just heading back down this water-filled path to go back and check the camera. And the dogs had a blast. And they were filthy. Alright, that's what trucks are made for, right? This is over on the north side. I just thought that was great. This deer just walked right up and she was sniffing the camera. It was just wonderful. And looks like we've got a raccoon, a couple of raccoons. And a bug. Buck walking on the north line. Camera got a bit condensated there, but that's all right. Still worth looking at. Very nice. We had some mornings where the humidity was just ridiculous. A nice clear shot there. Couldn't tell if that was a little spike or what. Coyote. There's a big coyote too. There's a couple of small ones, maybe females, but there's a big one out there, and we got him on video as well. He's over by the salt block. There's Bob, the bobcat. He's all over the property. He's on the north line, down by the lake. He's everywhere. And that was a really quick shot there of a large coyote, and I think the smaller female is coming up now. Obviously leery of that lighting from the camera. And those are some of the neighbors' dogs. Don't know which neighbors they are, but followed up by Goofy Lab. He's never far behind them. Hey guys, wait for me. I like to hunt too. All right, 7 point. Over by the salt block. There's Bob over by the salt block, taking his time. And this deer was quite funny. I think she got a bit startled. No, this is the group shot. Sorry. They're all just ripping around having a good time over there. And I believe we're shifting over to the run, which is a connection between the main lot and the lake. That was a good shot. Was that a coyote walking up there? And that's Big Boy. Hate that light reflection off the lens, but couldn't resist putting that one up. And yeah, it's just a few deer trotting down. That's a really high quality camera. That thing is just nice. It's a beautiful view of the property. There's just a whole gaggle of them walking down there. It's just great. And they all look good and healthy too. Allison pointed out how some of them have different looking faces. That's wonderful. All right, it was Big Boy at 7-pointer, I think. I couldn't tell if he was 7 or 8. And this is the big coyote over by the salt block. He's a big boy. I think this is the shot of the deer that got spooked. And just look at them ears, man. They're going 100 miles an hour. Listening for everything. And we wrap this thing up over by the back gate. Obviously, this doe wants to know how to get in. And the other deer want to get out. Boom. Doe over the fence. And then we've got Big Boy coming up over the fence. Gone. You're on your own out there. Be careful. And just got that small group of deer running back into the property. And that's cute. That was right before we showed up this morning to go visit. And we had a couple of visitors at the gate, just checking things out. And then down by the lakefront, we had a couple just having a leisurely stroll down the lake. And they must have had a long walk because they came out of our main drive of the property, which was a healthy crossing. So hope they enjoyed it. I wonder if they realize that there's some big hunting dogs out there. And that was it. All right, thanks.